We come to the table, and Will's not ready. He's not ready. And he's kind of backtracking.
I wonder
and he's
why.
Going through this motion.
Your sloppiness
like,
is pulling him in there.
So I'm like, well, I'm going to have to speak my truth, but I'm also going to protect you. So if I got to look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm going to do it. And in that moment, because I felt so bad that he was in this situation, I decided I'm going to love you, Will, and I'm going to leave myself at the side of the road.
Jada Pinkett, the Sith Lord Demon Smith, is that nasty little wart that refuses to go away. No matter how much that you can combat an infection like this or a virus like this, they seemingly always come back swinging. And just when you thought that we've heard enough from her, she's out here advertising her book again. Of course, no one wants to hear anything about her or her life, so they're asking her questions about Will Smith. And seemingly, no matter how far we are away from the Chris Rock slap situation, Jada cannot help but to publicly destroy and embarrass Will Smith. Please let us have our childhood back. You just refuse at this current junction, so for that, you gonna get this work. Now, there's a clip that is going viral all over these internet streets. The one that I've seen has been 30 seconds in length, but I just found a 5-minute version so we can go over the full totality of her comments and watch as she revises history in order to seem like the virtuous, morally capable one with her fake-ass enlightening speech. Take note. If you have any friends or family that bang with Jada Pinkett Smith, they are categorically the enemy. And also take note to the cackling hyenas in her audience applauding her bullshit. Let's get active on this one without further ado. Jada Pinkett Smith talks Will Smith and August Alsina and what really happened.
You tell, can I tell the little twist part?
Yeah, you tell the little twist part.
Set it up, because this one I was ready to throw my book across the room.
Yeah. So, you know, everything came out, and I was like, oh, I got to take myself to the table. Like now, mind you, Will and I were not together. We hadn't been together. 2016. And
no, Jada, you didn't have to take yourself to the damn table. There was no reason for you to come out and speak about the August Alsina situation. Why? There's been decades of allegations of y'all being in open marriages, this, that, and the third, people coming out, speaking about it. Y'all ignored all of that. You were incentivized, though, due to that raggedy-ass show. You were going for ratings. You were going for clout. You were going for money. Let's call a spade a spade. By the way, y'all might have forgotten the timeline. The August Alsina stuff happened in about 2020. 2 years later is when Will Smith smacked the dog shit out of Chris Rock on that Oscar stage. Let's continue.
I decided I'm going to take myself to the table. Will says...
You decided. Okay.
I want to come to the table with you. And I was really surprised, and I was like, wow. He's like, I don't want you to be at the table by yourself. I want to support you.
Imagine being surprised, and this man has talked about how he has done nothing within his life but to try to make you feel as comfortable and as safe and as taken care of as possible.
It is not his responsibility to make you happy. He can't. It's impossible. But it took me forever. Hard-headed, stubborn, because that romantic idea. And that's why I talk about checking the boxes. It's like, I did everything I was supposed to do. You get to have your dream. How come I'm not having mine? And that's because Will was doing what he wanted to do.
He was making himself happy.
He was making himself happy.
And he says that to you, doesn't he? He says, when you separate, he says he wants you to go and...
He's like, go. Don't make yourself happy.
I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible. And after we crack the hell up, we started talking about, we came into this false romantic concept that somehow when we got married that we would become one. And what we realized is that we were two completely separate people on two completely separate individual journeys, and that we were choosing to walk our separate journeys together. But her happiness was her responsibility, and my happiness was my responsibility.
Now, that last clip was from 2018, and apparently he did not retire. He still wants to make you happy as he continues to live in the shadows of your one true king, Tupac. Let's go.
So I was like, oh, okay. So he comes to the table, and, you know, I try to just, you know, and this is a really complex moment. We come to the table, and Will's not ready. He's not ready. And he's kind of backtracking.
I wonder
and he's
why.
Going through this motion.
Your sloppiness
like,
is pulling him in there.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm going to have to speak my truth, but I'm also going to protect you. So if I got to look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm going to do it. Y'all. So
listen to the cackling hyenas, these
case.
dumb chicks that's in the crowds.
But I wanted him to be okay.
Oh, God.
Now, also in that moment, two things. As I'm moving forward, I'm also moving backwards. Because of what I realized at that moment, I got in my martyrdom bag.
What?
And what that is for me is, I hadn't quite learned how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road.
This is so stupid.
And I hadn't learned how to love Will and not leave myself on the side of the road.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I had to figure out how to get in my martyrdom bag. Okay, that is, how can I figure out Will and making him without trying to leave myself? How to figure out Will and not leave. Shame this woman.
Shame.
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 Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened when you get with a blood-sucking vampire demon. Oh, this shit is so insane. Imagine cheating on your husband with your son's friend who was like 15 to 20 years her junior, getting her back thrown out by a young man that was also going through a mental health illness. By the way, if that was Will that did that, you know how quickly his career would have been over? Then you get outed on your sloppy ass behavior. Will's probably saying, hey, listen, we've ignored rumors up to this point. Don't do this on this Red Table Talk. But Will doesn't have any of the power within his multi-million dollar household that he created without this chick. So instead of just allowing you to go up, he's like, all right, let's do it together. Because he's still trying to protect you. He's still trying to be a shield for you. But now you turn it around as to say that this was martyrdom. No, now we know the true content of your character. You are an adulterous wife. Full stop. Will shouldn't have won that Oscar that year that he slapped Will. It should have been this chick. She should have won an Oscar for Best Gaslighting Actress. Old 304s finding new ways to dodge accountability as the bozos in her audience clap for her empty words.
And in that moment, because I felt so bad that he was in this situation, I decided I'm going to love you, Will, and I'm going to leave myself at the side of the road. And I wouldn't have known that that was an aspect that I needed to heal if it hadn't been for...
This is insane.
My kids, my mother, my friends were so hurt that I had done that to myself.
To your...
Yeah,
They couldn't
because
believe.
and
This is so... This is crazy.
ask you afterwards. Now, mind you, smart businesswoman. They own their content. She could have killed it.
Yeah.
She could have said, "Oh, heck no."
But
this didn't work as planned.
Yeah.
And the reason that she didn't is for the first time within her life, she was beginning to gain notoriety for something outside of Will. So it was like a bloodlust there. There was no way she was not going to address it. She didn't owe any of this information to her audience. They know it was going to stoke the flame and the fire by addressing what at the time was just an allegation, just a rumor, but you confirmed it. And because of your bloodlust, you will now forever live in infamy. And I think rightfully so, because it went from that Will and that Jada love to the marquee example of the type of man that you should never be into, being subservient to a demon hyena, and then also the type of wife that women should never aspire to be. She talks about getting on the red table to protect him. What about protecting him in his own home while you're trying to get content off of him?
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start I'm standing in my house.
But you did it anyway.
Yeah, my manager, Miguel, Ellen Rakuten, who's the producer, they begged me. My
To do it?
PR, my Karen Censor, they all begged me. They were like, please don't do this. Please don't do this.
Exactly.
2 things. I was like, I needed people to know. First, I wasn't going to be emotionally blackmailed.
But
I was like, hold up. I'm going to put myself out there. You ain't got the period. And on top of it, I want Will out. I don't want him part of this. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I'm the worst. Great. Let's be done with it.
right.
I wanted it done. You got your answer. I'm the adulterous wife. Let's be done. And let's move on. As to get him through it, the family through it, let it go.
Whoa.
Right? And, but I had to learn. That was a big learning moment for me. I wouldn't have been able to see that aspect of myself that needed to learn that I could love myself and love others. That we could all be on the road together. Which why this book was so important too, because I'm not leaving nobody on the side of the road. Including myself for once, right?
Dog, talking about I will not be emotionally blackmailed while you have emotionally destroyed Will. Yes, since y'all been married. I'm sure maybe the first 2 to 3 years was good. But this chick forever bring it up. The one that got away, Tupac, having the daughter write notes and letters to Tupac that she then reads 40 goddamn years later or however long it was. This is so insane. Can y'all imagine how you would feel as if you were the man in Will's shoes? My man done outworked, out-talented most men that have tried to do what he has done, risen to the top, and is forever anchored by a demon that has the tender, loving gall to smile through her evilness as she sells her raggedy-ass book for $9.95. Let's finish up.
And that's a big part of my healing. Big part of my healing.
My children.
So we don't have much more time, but you brought
Okay.
something up earlier that I think we need to hear
All
from
right.
you on. And
All right. So that's the remainder of the clip. Jada, I have a question for you. Was the prioritization of feminist girl boss, independent, get it up out the mud, queen, was it really that important to you now that you could take a look at the degree of infamy that you now have to live within? And the thing is that even as I asked that, someone of her mentality, I already understand the answer. And the answer is absolutely yes. Because women like this ain't stupid. She knew or had an indication to the degree of success of a Will Smith and Will coming from a prior divorce. This man wanted family. If you hear him speak about it, He wanted family. He wanted the family lifestyle. But he chose to do it with a woman with issues that was a constant source of manipulation to him, where she dangled this carrot of unfulfillment through Will not amounting up to what exactly that she wants. And it messed with him up to 2022 when he got up on that stage from somebody who had previously tried to get at Jada Pinkett. And Will just had enough and gave the young man the 5 fingers of death. So anyway, let's take it to TikTok and see what the people have to say.
Hey, let's put this shit in perspective. Jada Pinkett was a B-rated actress. She had some minor roles. She did her thing. Okay, whatever. Will Smith, being married to, at the time, the largest actor, entertainer
she knew what it was.
At that time, definitely did her some good.
Was a benefit. Absolutely.
She had kids for him.
Yep.
He has covered her in ways that I'm sure no one else would have covered her. Not Tupac, nobody else. So why are you on a humiliation campaign to this man? Why can't you just shut the fuck up?
Because she's evil.
Sometimes you can empower the wrong bitch. I'm just being that. This is locker room talk. So if you're a woman, you can't handle this type of shit. Y'all like to get in the comments anyway and get in these conversations. I get it because it's public, but this is locker room. This is for the niggas. You can empower the wrong. You need to be careful what kind of mates you get. You have to be careful that whatever they had going on in their bedroom and their household, that was all their business. And it should have remained to be that. We looked at them in black love and all of this shit. Mm-hmm. That shit didn't go haywire until we found out about her and August Alsina. And that's just what it is. We don't know what the Will was doing. It was all rumored. But we know what the you did with August Alsina because you wanted to embarrass this man. You were in so much of competition with this man. You would see him down. You wanted his downfall. You would cut your nose to spite your face. That is a different type of heart.
It's a dastardly heart.
This woman is consistently on this campaign humiliating this man, and this man propped her up and put her up. You gotta be careful who you bring in to your life, and you cannot have her ascending past you. You got to keep ascending up and keep that displacement in value. I'm sorry, I'm just being real. This locker room talk.
This is
or you going to be in that type of situation where you have elevated the bitch past you, and guess what? Now she thinks she better than you, and she not better than you.
It's crazy because, like what's the saying? You got to cut the grass so you can see the snakes. Not only did Will Smith not cut the grass, but he married her.
Damn.
And then put her on a damn pedestal where now she has the platform to continue on destroying him. Think about how long ago that this has happened. Why are we damn near 4.5 years later and you're still talking about it to sell your raggedy ass books? Guys, I'll be honest. I think that I'm done with this conversation. This one raised my blood pressure. All right. I was having a particularly swimmingly good day here today, and I shall continue after this. I feel as though, you ever see that Key and Peele skit, and like it was Barack and they had the Negro interpreter? I feel like I'm doing that for Will right now. I just feel like Will needs people to stand up for him. Like, we see you, Will. Will, we see you, baby. All right, you don't deserve this. All right. The issue is that you let your good heart disregard reality. And because you did, and many young men go through this, and older men, they go through this shit. So I'm talking to you, Will, but I'm actually talking to everyone else who recognizes the bullshit around them. And this will also be supplanted by the men that are down up in the comment section speaking about prior marriages or long-term relationships that they held too long on to because they chose incorrectly. I also think, as you guys write your questions, comments, concerns down up in the comment box, I really want to hear from the ladies on this one. What do y'all think about the den of cackling hyenas that are applauding her like fake intelligent tone? It never ceases to amaze me the different layers of bullshit that people will listen to and clap for as long as it sounds good to their damn ears. You had to get in your martyrdom bag? Shut up, Jada. Appreciate you guys once again. Love you guys. Protect yourself at all times. And I will see you soon. Until next time. Peace.
You is ratchet as they come. Rainbow weaves and batwing lashes. Weighing more than a man. What time is your football practice? I bet you can hit that A gift like a mug. How you big back and said a man must buy you gifts. Where here goes a Fitbit tracker. Are you mad? Cause you got 3 kids. by 4 different dads. You pick cookies, then you bash. Oh man, when you get sad.